Hi. Um, I need to talk to you guys about something. It's important, especially if you're going to talk to a lady. Sometimes people leave comments. Sometimes people say things to people. They do not mean to be offensive, but it makes people sad and it makes people hate you. Um, this lesson is called What Not to Say or What Not to Ask Ladies. And for all forsaken truth, men as well. So if you're trying to talk to a lady that you quite like, or someone you haven't seen in a long time, or a man you haven't seen in a long time, there's some guidelines I'm going to help you out with. Don't say these things because it's really kind of bad. The first one, and probably the most important one, is someone's weight. Now, maybe the person has lost a lot of weight. So they've had some weight loss or they've gained weight. Unfortunately, for most of us, we gain weight. So it is not cool at all to say to someone, "Oh, hey, you've gained some weight since we've met. Well, you've put on some pounds, haven't you?" That's none of your business. I think that the person probably knows already that they've gained some weight. I don't think that they have known this for the first time when you've told them, I've gained some weight? Really? I haven't noticed. Thanks a lot. People know that they've done this. So you don't need to point it out to them. They know this. Be very careful with this one, please. Are you pregnant? No, I'm just fat. Be really careful with this one. Maybe someone's got some extra pudge around their tummy. Maybe they've enjoyed one too many Guinnesses on the patio over the summertime. And works for women. They've got a bit of a big tummy there. Never ask a woman if they're pregnant. Maybe they are pregnant, but chances are, if they are pregnant, they would have told you already. It's kind of important news. If you're close to the person, they'd probably send you an email and say, "I'm pregnant." Facebook would be a good indication of, "I'm having a baby, look at my tummy." Usually, if your friend who's a girl is pregnant, you're going to hear about it, especially on Facebook. So never ask a woman if she is pregnant. Even losing weight. Some people lose weight, and this is not a good thing. Maybe they are sick. Maybe they have cancer. How cool would you feel if someone said, "Oh, hey, you've lost weight. You look great." "Yeah, I'm dying of cancer." Oh. So be careful about the weight issue. Don't even talk about it because the people know. Believe me. One of our really, really bad things about, only one of them, about our society is there's a lot of pressure on mostly women to look pencil thin, Angelina Jolie skinny. So it's hard enough that we have to deal with this on a daily basis. If you read those disgusting fashion magazines, we don't need other people telling us that we're not living up to the photoshopped beauty that you see at the checkout counter. That was a chinga. So the next thing you want to do is looks. Okay. Maybe you didn't wear makeup one day, ladies, or you just, I don't know, you're just hanging out and someone says, "Oh my God, are you okay? You look tired." No, I'm not tired, actually. Why? "You look tired." "Oh, well, I'm not tired." "You look hungover." Hungover means that you drank too much the night before and the next day you feel like shit, which is not good at all because poo is pretty bad. Hey, you look older. I am older. Obviously, I'm older than the last time I saw you. What a redonkulous thing to say. You look like shit. Thanks. If the person does look bad, they probably have looked in the mirror and gone, "Oh, I look bad today." It's cool. Again, they probably see this in themselves. You don't need to tell them this. Now, if it's your friends, by all means, oh my God, you look terrible. What happened? Because it's your friend and you're good. You can talk to them and they will help you. But if it's a lady that you're trying to impress, no, just say hi and smile or something. This one's a doozy, which means it's really, really, really important. What's wrong with your voice? Maybe what's wrong with your face? Maybe I've seen some people that are burn victims, so their face has different skin tones. There's a really famous model now that's got skin grafts and her face is like different colors, really cool. You would never ever say to someone that has something like different about their face, hey, what's wrong with your eye? Why doesn't it work? It's glass, okay? So do not point out people's flaws. What's wrong with your nose? Maybe they had a nose job that got really blotched, which means was really bad. And they looked like Michael Jackson before he died and his nose is really bad. He knows his nose is bad. You don't need to point it out, okay? What's wrong with your voice? I talk like this all the time. Oh, a little embarrassing for you. I'm trying to help you guys, not embarrass yourselves. Doing you a good thing. This next word, you probably know the word acne, right? Maybe we have a slang word for it. It's zits, or more of a doctor word, pimples. But acne, zits, and pimples are the same. So I get pimples, I get zits, I get acne. People say, Ronnie, what's that red thing on your nose? I'm Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, okay? It's a zit. It's a pimple. I know I have it on my nose. You don't need to ask me what it is. It's not like I didn't know it was there. So, if you see something a little different about someone, don't embarrass yourself. Don't make them feel uncomfortable. If you are really dying to know what's happened to them, start a conversation with them. When you become friends, maybe they will tell you what happened. But this is a really, really complex subject that you should not just talk to people who are strangers. To end my story, one thing you should not say to ladies. My friend and I were in a pub and we were talking to a guy, not even a gentleman yet, and he thought that he was quite friendly with us, wasn't he? He thought that he was really funny, and he thought that he was our pal or our mate. And when he was leaving, he said, "Later, bitches." Huh, what, dude? Did you just call us bitches? That's awesome. Don't do it. I don't care how well you think you know the person. Just don't refer to ladies as bitches. It's not going to work. Later.